dismissed and they saying I'm back. I'd agree with that. I just take my time with all this shit. I still
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kira Rodriguez here, looking out for 513. You guys know what it is. We have some more content today for Gamers Are Us. I know that many of you guys that probably were so curious about, K-Rad, where's all this content, but this is more so like a re-update for both channels for K-Rad 745 and Gamers Are Us, YouTube channel per se. This is more so like another, like video talk, like re-update. Pretty much, I've just been really, like low-key, just been like, really busy, but I haven't been able to do so much more, video recordings because I've been so busy with trying to find more work, basically try to find more scholarships out in school and things of that nature. But, yeah, there will be more content coming out for the Gamers Are Us, and, don't worry, there will be more, gameplay coming up soon. I do have more videos coming up with the GTA 5, and I'll do that for K-Rad 745. But as for this channel, I will continue with newer games like maybe Dark Souls, or maybe more like Dragon Ball Z, or like basically, shit that you guys want to be playing with. More so with me, like I'm gonna try to continue with with this my player that I'm working with right now. Probably still 2.7, I'm not too sure on it, but hopefully, things get like a little bit better. Like I know that I haven't been able to give me good content lately because I've just been so tired. Like I've been, walking from place to place because I've like moved. So I'm actually, waiting up on my house. New services I'm trying to get, like assisted living. But but I'm just trying to like keep it slow because like you guys know that like we all have lives here. So this is kind of like more like a chill video. Just to kind of like break things down. More so than to be like more so than to be like basically to break it down. There's gonna be like a lot more videos. Here's G. It's just that I don't really have too much good Wi-Fi to where that I live now. Hopefully, for this upcoming year, right after the summer finishes up, I'll do more 2K, and I'll probably do more throwbacks. Wanting to get back into my Mortal Kombat, but the problem was that, my pop-up would be lagging, would be like doing weird bullshit.
That's
why I've been trying to do more PS4 and Xbox
them from those plans.
But I like recording, my gameplay off the PS4 because the Xbox One kind of gets a little bit boring, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, like the Xbox One is just not, gameplay compatible. It's more like multiplayer, you know what I'm saying? But this is the same thing with the PS4 too, so it kind of basically measures out to be the same thing. My only problem with the PS4 is that there's certain gameplay lagging, animations or defects that people be getting themselves into, like 2K with basically with the crossover cheese glitch and things of that nature. My only problem that I really don't like about the PS4 is like when you try to stream, right? The PS4 shuts down on you whenever you try to put it, basically put the streaming settings super high. But get this, what I've read up on the PS4, the PS4 technically has 4 battery life compared to the Xbox.
He's so tough to go.
So that technically means that the PS4 has more power that is giving out, but you would have to keep it more cool. So now my problem is that why does Sony make the console more
I think the offensive game plan they came
basically
in
more
with
smaller
right on point,
rather than making it bigger?
The lead they
Because
already
with the
have is
PS3,
proof in the
PS3 had like
pudding.
a better setup to it. But now with the PS4, it just looks like a DVD like, box.
Green with the rebound.
Like
Yeah,
more
they
so
got that
something that
one,
you could
but
just
early
slide
on,
right into your,
it's really been a
like, you know,
struggle
like
for
mail
them to
box or
secure that
something like
defensive
that.
backboard. And because
Yeah, like
it's
it's
still
kind of
early, I
weird.
wouldn't read too much
To me
into it.
personally, like I
Still
just
a lot
don't
of game
like that
left.
setup. It's just like the
Defensively,
Xbox
they've
One
got to pick
has
up
a
the
better
intensity.
fan,
Hard to
you
win
know, setup
during
system,
this
and
high
the air
field
comes
goal
out,
percentage.
you
Yeah,
know,
you
like
got
a
to
lot
turn
better.
up the
And like
dial
the cooling
on the
system has like
intensity
a
at the
better
defensive end
setup
if
for
you're
the
them. I
gaming
mean, it's still
purposes.
early, but I agree
And
with
like to
you.
me personally, like they're just trying to like basically max out like the PS4 and
Oh, this is the kind of start they were
like
hoping for.
Yeah, shots
basically
falling, off
they're
to a
trying to
very
max
good
out the
start
PS4
offensively as a result.
And Oklahoma City
because I
making
feel
a
like
change
with
here.
both these
Cayman's checked
consoles,
in. Biombo is
like
checked
they
in
do
for
have
San
super
Antonio.
problems.
G
But if
dishes
I
to
were to choose
Villanueva.
like which console that I fuck with
Here's
more,
G.
I probably say PS4 because I have like a better
And it's
way
out of
of
bounds for Thunder.
having like more better commentaries. Streaming is like a lot more cleaner. The Xbox One, however, that's a very bad console for streaming. So the PS4 kind of beats it that way because it's like due to how much good like reception that you pay for
58 seconds
like,
left to
for
play
your
in the first.
Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi receptors for the PS4 actually carry a better signal than the Xbox One. Now don't get me wrong, the Xbox One is still a good, powerful console when it comes down to good, multiplayer gameplay without any lag. That's what the PS4 can lack in. But gameplay, like overall, will always experience, like super lag. But I'm just trying to kind of break it down and say like with the Xbox, that's more like a Tetris build of games in which you can store inside your Xbox, like with more memory because you can hook up your basically you can hook up your external hard drives to try to save more games and save more storage. See, now the problem with Sony is that Sony does not really support that, nor do they support wireless like a Bluetooth like headset like gaming, like kind of like how they did it with the PS3, where you can have like a little Bluetooth headset to your ear. But Sony did it with a bigger headset to stereo headsets to make it their own brand. So like, I'm just like, oh, that just doesn't really comply because like, yeah, you can still put your headphones through like the audio jack, but what happens if that headphones like don't do not become like compatible? So that's why like the problems with Sony and Microsoft, they just go at it like 24/7, and that's why with 2K, like, I don't really fuck with 2K no more because it's just starting to become more like a little like arcade. You guys could really start to feel like you're having less fun. You're not feeling like you're right inside the game. It's not real basketball. The logic is all fucked up. People want to say,
in the last matchup against the Spurs made a big difference. He ended with 13 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Spec Ops at the line, they made
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good.
They made so many games that their branching company is starting to become bigger. So now that I really think about it, it's just kind of like how the U.S. really likes to factory cycle so many games. But then again, it's like, what is next-gen gaming? It's just technically the same thing with just better, cleaner graphics.
Spurs leading by 13.
With better, cleaner graphics. See, my only problem with this is just that the PS4 has a lot of, defective, coding, movements.
Up
the only problem that I really don't like about it is that,
good the assist by
the
Parker.
Wi-Fi, reception.
Parker's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Like
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
I don't know, like Shadow, like a Mortar, 2K16.
Kicks it to Payne.
Definitely Battlefield 4, like
here's G, covered by Parker. Shot clock at 6.
Battlefield 4 is hands down one of the best games ever to be built.
Here's
but
Parker.
At the same time, it's like you need to have a really strong Wi-Fi, like in order to play with like 64. Yeah, like with 64 players. So
Thunder with the
that's why the
rebound.
competition is kind of bigger with, Sony. But in
And here's
Microsoft's,
Payne.
like
He has 6.
they want to say that they beat Sony
This
with,
is the G.
whatchamacallit, 2K.
And poor shot selection there. Not a high
Sony
percentage
with,
look for
Gears
him.
of War, 3.
Parker with it.
To me,
Now
that
guarded
game
by
is
G.
actually starting to become
Parker kicks it to
pretty
West.
good.
And
Now
Durant
that the
sends it back.
beta really proved how many players that can fit into like the server.
Now Payne.
But now that I think about it, Sony, they're trying to beat out Microsoft with like God of War 4.
No good.
So, with
that
God of War 4, God of War 4 was
not
actually,
much success when it comes to shooting.
Like tested to be like
Parker drives
like
in.
coming from
Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6
they
for
want to
10.
say like God of War 4 would be Sony's like best
Leonard against
best
Durant.
created games.
Payne
Like,
passes to
within,
Ibaka.
I think 5-6 years.
Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
If you want to know something, the character build-up of how the
Duncan
blood
outside.
and, gore is really made up, they actually use a program
Back to
called
Parker.
Maya,
20 feet out.
which actually
Lands soft on the
me
front of the
because
rim and drops.
Like people
Parker's got
tend
15
to wonder
points.
why so many
His shooting
dudes
has
come out
been
so much quicker.
outstanding.
But then,
Definitely one of the reasons
But then it's like
they're
with
up in
2K,
this game.
like they don't even come out that good. It's just like, oh, like I don't
Here's
really
G.
know. Like, it's just
By
like
Green.
certain games
So he gets the
that
whistle.
people make
Contact
through
on the
the
way up
Android,
and 2 shots
they
coming up.
actually have a better
Clearly
chance of
a
making
foul.
better money.
Yeah, he took a shot
because
there,
you don't use too
earned
much, but
those
then at
free
the same
throws.
time, you
And to
actually
look
make
at how the
make
offensive
better,
approach has been
concise,
going here so
simple
far for the
games, just
Spurs.
like PS2
And
did.
so far,
And now that
these
it's
guys
like
have done a
next gen, it's
fantastic
like we're
job
hiring so many
finding
more
the
people
open man
for
and getting some easy baskets.
like for
Another
video
big
games
aspect
that
of their game tonight
that
has
we
been the
don't know
fast
that
break
they're gonna
transition
turn out good
opportunities.
or probably
They're
turn
really
out
keeping
bad.
it up tempo so far.
So
Parker's shot is off.
hopefully,
And that's
throughout
the
the
way
time
you want to
frame,
defend.
we can
Nice
see
job
some
there.
improvements.
Always
with the
important to
PS4
have that good
than,
interior defense.
With like the Xbox One. So, to me personally,
G
because I
kicks
just
to
don't really
McLemore.
think that the PS4 has a good chance to really keep up with
Here's G,
keep up with
guarded by
Microsoft,
Green.
just
Here's
because
G.
like
Rebounded
so
by
many
the
newer
Spurs.
games are coming out, but then the
Diaw's got his
PS4 they're
third
trying to
rebound
make
on the
better
night.
products.
Duncan
to make it more
outside.
compatible.
He's looking
to
for
have
Leonard
a
and
better
finds him.
chance of
No one covering.
Leonard's
got 17
a bigger
now.
sale
And that
of,
set them apart
games.
today, guys. Their success
But I
with the
guess
mid-range.
that's how the
Simply
free
taking
capitalistic
advantage of what
market
the
is,
defense
so
has given them, and they've really
hopefully
made the
Sony,
most of
they
it.
could make some changes. Oh my god,
they
that
get
was
it
a bad
back.
shot. Wow. Oh, what are we doing? But see, that's what I'm talking
Here's
about.
G.
It's like certain video
23
games,
points in the game.
they have such a weird, like movement system where it's like one part
Pass
of the
to
game that you
McLemore.
move into,
Dishes
the
it
whole
to
game
Ibaka.
crashes.
Down low.
Just doesn't
Here's
show that
G.
games aren't really that perfect.
So the whistle
but
blows on the shot and 2
hopefully,
free throws for the
coming
contact
into,
right there. The Thunder have been
New
getting
Year
it done at the line, 10 for
2017.
12. That one
Like,
is
we
off.
see some new
Charlie
changes
Villanueva's
with
checked in for
2K17.
Oklahoma City.
To me personally, no, because I just feel like with 2K,
And he's good on the
it's just
second.
like another chain company. So many more
San
games
Antonio
to
leading by
focus on,
14.
so they're not going to put too much time into it. Like they'll
Over in
be
the
creative
corner,
with it, just
Green.
to make it look more, like arcade-ish.
And a miss there on the
Just like
triple.
they did
Oklahoma
back in
City's gone 1 of 4 from
2013.
three-point range in the
So
second. Not a whole lot
so
dropping out there for
that's
them.
like the main reason why they wanted to
Pass
charge
to Payne.
us so much more money on VC.
Here's G.
Because they
He's
just
covered by
want
Leonard.
to take most of the profit
Shot clock
and
at 5.
charging more
Here's
kids
G.
to force some parents to pay for VC,
Works
and
a
then it's
big
like,
high bounce
you gotta
and
be
goes
kidding
in.
me, right?
G's
So-
got 7 points for the quarter.
That's why to me personally,
135 left in the first half of basketball.
Because I don't really pay for VC no more.
Diaw sets
I
the pick
actually
for
really
Parker.
work hard for
Villanueva with the
most of
steal.
my players.
One-on-one
Because
here.
it's like, what's the purpose of trying
Here's
to pay
Payne.
for 40K,
Excellent
50,
D there from Parker.
50,000
For
VC
San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 16
you
from the
probably
field in the
wouldn't
second
even
quarter. A
use.
nice
Like
efficient
if anything, like if you had
50%.
Twitch
And
donations,
Leonard gets it to go.
Sent out
And
to
he
you,
could be
then
the
yeah,
guy
then you
to
probably
put
use
this
that money
game out of
to,
reach.
get you like a nice, like piece of sandwich or. But
104 left in the
VC,
first half of basketball.
VC is just, it's like.
Payne's got his third bucket of the
Like
night.
pretty much
That's
it's
what I
like
call a
paying for
captivating move
more
there.
money
He
that you
absolutely
don't really need.
incinerated the D with that.
So, like that's why with 2K, like it just kind of sickens me.
Parker with
because I'm just like,
working on
this
Payne,
gaming community
and the shot
was
is
not
good.
to be like
And
that
that's
back
now
then.
17
It's like,
points for Tony
Now
Parker.
that people want
They're
to say
trailing
that
by
we're shoving the
14.
money, but then again, it's like we're really not because these people who are rich, or these people that rely so much on Twitch, they be putting in so much more cash through a donation to fund right
And
into
that's
a
why he
game
sold out
that
for it,
is
because he knew he
making money
had to
while
make
you
that
play.
play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Yeah, that's just kind of crazy.
He's
It's
checked in
just
for
like
Kane.
me personally,
Well, Marcus
I'm like
Aldridge
very
is checked
smart
in
with
for
the
San
coding,
Antonio.
and I know
Mills
certain
comes
things
in for
that makes me, somewhat different from like a lot
Daniel
of people.
Green.
But then again,
5
a
on the
lot of
clock.
people want to say, "Oh,
G
the
kicks to
gaming business
Waiters.
is so bad, and
Villanueva dishes
people
to
can't really be
McLemore.
successful."
And the
But
foul
I don't
called on
think that's
Freak.
true because there's many
That's
people
foul
that
number
make
2
a
for
really
him.
good idea that's,
Ennis Canner's checked in for Steven
that either,
Adams.
the
Spurs also
coexistence
with
from
the
a
sub.
certain
Ginobili's
gaming
checked in.
brand that makes himself somewhat
Mills
famous in
passes to
a
Diaw.
just of a moment. Because I think,
They set the pick.
many people get it
Ginobili
wrong,
outside.
like guys like Bill Gates.
It's good. The assist that time from Diaw.
And then Mr.
That's 7
Steve
points for
Jobs.
Manu Ginobili.
Perfect screen
They
there,
make
set
good
him
ideas,
up with a
but,
terrific
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's G.
Kind of like a lot
And
harder
would have
than
counted
trying
had
to
it
find some
fallen, but it's
ideas
offline.
that some
And
other
through one
people
half,
made
it
and
hasn't
then
even.
formulated right into your
Well,
own
obviously
craft.
a lot of ground for you guys
So,
to make up in that second half.
Yeah,
We
hopefully
expect coach to
2K17
shake
can have
things
a
up to
better,
try to jumpstart you here in the
appearance.
third.
But it's like, like we've been living so much more on, so much more off of many other countries just to make good video games. We gotta make better video games. It's like the video game business was not like that like 5 years ago. Like 5 years ago, you were seeing really good games coming out well for the Xbox 360, but now we're putting most of our focus into what? The PS4 and the Xbox One. So, yeah, sorry that I'm talking too much, because I wanted to give this out to you guys.
We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference
don't put
semifinals.
so much money
You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
$60 for
Played like a man on fire in that first half. I gotta
then
say,
again,
his performance has come out of the blue
could come
and at
back
the
and,
most opportune
the
times
basketball
for
games
his team.
really need to be
And Greg, on
remade
occasion,
into
the smaller
another,
names show up when the
gaming
stakes are at
version.
their highest, and that's certainly been the case with him.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. G is out there with Payne, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Maybe the Suffering.
Payne kicks to G.
Then maybe Freedom Fighters too, because Freedom Fighters, that was actually built by Take-Two. No. Not by Take-Two, but that was made by, I think, Low.
Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Ginobili.
So,
Parker left
what
side.
happened with that was that, Low
And the officials whistle a
Interactive,
foul on the shot.
right after they
Bucket's
made
good.
Freedom
He'll
Fighters,
go to the line.
they developed
And
Kane
this
and
is
Lynch,
his first trip to the
the
line
first and
tonight.
second one. See, now what really surprised me is,
20.
why did they stop producing games? It's
Payne kicks to G.
really, that's really how American businesses, get shut down that easily.
And he gets it to
If
go.
anything, you just rebuild
G's
the game
got
and
28.
then
Great way to
probably
start
make
to
little,
have easy
hacks
layup
of the
against some
game
soft
to be
teams.
runnable.
San Antonio's gone
to
5 of 9
PC
when they
and
put up the 3-point
console.
shot tonight. Parker outside.
And then if anything,
Dunk
try
it
to
outside.
convert the code
The
into
feed to
lead
Leonard.
too. But this is technically an update
Passes it to Aldridge.
to tell you guys what's been
Fades
going
and shoots.
on.
And off the front iron.
Personally with
And
me,
in
I'm
it
just
goes.
trying to
Aldridge has got 5 now. Thunder
to,
shooting has
give
been a
you,
little ragged, just
a heads
38%
up
from the
saying
field.
that I'm still
Here's G.
kicking it live with
The basket
2K.
drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to back.
2K bullshit. All right. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you guys because I gotta take my pills and I gotta go to bed. But be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. More content coming out for Gamers R Us and KRS 7435. So you already know what it is.